Hello, welcome to White Birch Tarot. I just realized I forgot to look at the date again. Let's see, today is, let me think, Wednesday, March 29th. So I'm going to say this reading is from like Wednesday the 29th to Friday, March 31st. I can't believe March is almost over. I just can't believe it. Anyway, it is. So I'm going to start out with just a little bit of astrology and then a couple of quotes. And the cards are very interesting looking tonight. So we'll see if I can figure them out. A couple days ago, we had Mercury conjunct Chiron in Aries, which is the mind meeting the parts of ourselves inside that are wounded. So something may have come up for you that you realized. Or perhaps there's something hidden that's just being uncovered. I don't know. And tomorrow, which is Thursday, Venus will be conjunct Uranus in Taurus, which she rules at 16 degrees of Taurus. So look in your chart and see if you have anything there. And that should bring a change in relationship energy. But I am feeling, since we've just had so many planets moving through Aries, and we just had the spring equinox, so the sun is in Aries, and Chiron and Mercury are still in Aries, I'm feeling like the relationship is going to be a change in the relationship inside yourself. That may not apply to everyone, but that's just what I'm feeling, because it's in Aries, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I just sounded like Donald Trump there for a moment. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Okay, we won't go there. Okay, the moon is conjunct, or actually it was today, the moon was conjunct Mars at 1 degree of Cancer. So we have a moon in Cancer, which is very emotional, which I've been feeling all day. And again, we're still feeling the energy of Pluto moving into Aquarius, which it's going to stay there at 0 degrees till June, then move back out into Capricorn, and then move back in again. So anyway, that alone, I think, is just making the energy feel very strange. So, to me it is. I don't know what you guys are feeling. Let's find out if I can help. And I found a couple of new quotes. This one's from the artist Pablo Picasso, and he said, "Art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life." I like that. I think that's so true. You put on some music sometimes, and it just washes things away. And then the Greek, I don't know if he was a philosopher, or weren't all Greeks philosophers? I don't know. Plotinus, he said, "The soul moves in circles." Yes, and I would suggest that it's a spiral, because we kind of keep coming back to the same place, only we're at a little different level, hopefully. Okay, let me see if I can decipher these cards, because as I was pulling them, and again, I try not to think about them until I start. As I was pulling them, I was like, what? And I didn't want to do reversals, but I got so many in reverse that I felt like I had to. So here they are. So we got this last time, I think, or a couple of times, the 10 of Pentacles. And this is the happy ending. You can see where, they have everything. It's the family and the home. And I mean, my gosh, he's even got a pony or whatever that is. What more can you ask for? They've got the Pentacles. They're secure, but it's in reverse, which tells me that right now things may not be feeling secure on a very material level. And that can not only be like financially and job-wise and life-wise, it can also be in your body. So there might be something physical going on that feels kind of, just off, or it's not, just things are not quite the way you want them to be. Let me put it that way. And then I draw the moon, and she's in reverse as well. I love this version of the moon with the triple-headed dog. Is that Cerberus? And the crab for Cancer, and the triple moon goddess. Actually, I think that's what this is. The triquestra, I believe. I think that's supposed to symbolize the three Celtic symbol for the three-headed goddess. Anyway, the moon is in reverse, which tells me that we are in the grip of the unconscious right now. And since the moon's in Cancer, I'm going to say that's where we're supposed to be. even though it doesn't feel good, or it may not feel good. Again, I mean, you could be creating out of this. You could be, if you're an artist, you could be creating, and things could be just, you're like, what? It feels great. Or you could be in the grip of some emotions that you would prefer not to face. But if you're there, you're supposed to be there. Then we get the Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? And she's the queen who's got it all together on the emotional level. She's a little bit lacking in emotion. She has some water, but you can see it's very dry and barren because she's the queen of thought, not feeling. She's in control of her thoughts. But she's in reverse, which tells me that you may have some intrusive or negative thoughts, or you may just feel like you're not in control right now of your thoughts. You could be forgetful. You could be just not able to feel like you're not thinking straight. You could feel divided. Not so much divided, because I don't see any division here, but just like you're not focused. You're having trouble focusing on one thing. You're just having trouble focusing, period. But then we get the Ace of Wands in the upright. Yay! Here comes Sun in Aries. Here comes some Aries energy. And this is finally a burst of energy and creativity, which doesn't really seem to fit with the previous cards. So I'm hoping that this is something that will build as the Sun continues to move through Aries. And as I said, Mercury was just conjunct Chiron in Aries. So you may have probed a wound that you didn't know you had, or whatever. And it may give you the impetus, the motivation to do something about it. This is a card of motivation, and we need that with all of these other upside down cards. And then I get, pardon my voice, I think I've got allergies today. And then we get the Two of Cups, which is normally a very nice card of love and romance and union. But again, as so often is the case with my readings, I feel like this is internal. And again, everyone's different. For you, it could be external. But since we're in the grip of the moon, and we just had that Mercury Chiron, and we've got Venus is conjunct Uranus in Taurus, as I said. So you could have a sudden romantic encounter, or meet someone, from your past that you hadn't heard from in a long time. Or you could have a sudden realization about something with your own relationship with yourself. But this is definitely a union. And this really looks like Venus in Taurus. And again, I feel like it's sudden. And the Queen of Swords, were she in the upright, would be, sudden. And it still could be sudden, but it's just not what you thought it was going to be, and it doesn't feel in your control. So maybe it is sudden. I don't know. These cards are just very strange tonight. And then we get the Seven of Cups in reverse. The Seven of Cups is the fantasy card, where you don't know what you want. You can get lost in your imagination. You're not sure what to even wish for, but you're wishing for something. But it's in the reverse. So I would say this is not a great time to be not a great time to be focusing on what you do want, because I'm not sure that you do know what you want right now with all of this other energy in reverse. And cups are emotions. I think you should just sit with the energy for a while and allow this union to take place. And I think it's something within, but maybe not. And this is contradictory. It looks like we're supposed to move ahead. We're going to feel a rush of incoming energy, but just be careful what you wish for. It's not really a time for like fantasizing, just maybe stick to more practical things, because we have so many pentacles. We get the Three of Pentacles, which is nice, solid energy. It's in reverse again. So we got the 10 and the 3, both in reverse, which tells me that something that is solid in your life is not feeling solid right now. And it could be something inside yourself, like your sense of self, your sense of self-esteem. or something that you expected to get. I'm not so much getting the feeling, though, that it's from others. Again, I feel like this is a very internal reading. But that doesn't have to be true for everyone. But again, it's something that you thought you had achieved, and now you're feeling like, not so much. I thought I was there or getting there, and now I feel like I'm taking a step backwards in a way, or like something's just unreliable. But then we get the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. And this is the guy who, that's a very technical term, the guy. This is someone who has what they need and want. So it's this is a very contradictory reading. Okay, so we have what we need. And I'm going to say that this is something inside us that we do have, but we may not feel it right now. But we do have it, because this one, if you'll notice, is getting a gift from others, and it's in reverse. They can't give you what you need or want. And maybe that's why the Seven of Cups is in reverse. It's like, oh, I want the divine union. I want, someone to understand me. I want someone to give me something. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's going to come from yourself, because, again, we got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the happy family. It's not going to come from friends or family. It's going to come from you. It's going to come from inside you. You do have what you need, and you do have what you want, but you don't know it yet. But I think you will. I think you will. And I know I keep saying that, and it seems like it should be here by now. What's that David Bowie song? I love that song. Time, where he sings, "We should be on by now." Yeah, I totally get that. If you haven't listened to that song ever, look it up. Time by David Bowie. It's awesome. Okay, I'm going to show a couple of moon cards, even though I don't have that much faith in them, but I really think they're beautiful. So we do right now have a waxing crescent moon, because we just had a new moon. So this says, have faith in your dreams. And I just told you not to dream. Wow, am I being contradictory tonight? Perhaps have faith in your inner dreams. Just watch there's a difference between dreaming and fantasizing. Your dream can be like your heart speaking to you, what's really inside you and what you really want. And fantasy can be something to boost your ego. Like, oh, I want everyone to admire me, and I have to look this way, and I have to be this way. No, you don't. So don't go there. And I'm also going to draw this one, because we have the moon in Cancer, which is a cardinal sign. Be bold and make the first move. Okay, here's our bold, making the first move card. So even though we're kind of stuck in some strange, subconscious, not quite knowing what to think energy, there's a part of us that is very basic, that wants to move ahead right now. And I'm not saying like make a huge, sorry, just suddenly went from hot to cold. That happens. My 1 degree comfort range. Yeah. Okay, make the first move. Be bold and make the first move. Have faith in your dreams. Okay. Okay, you may feel like mentally it's not going on and people aren't there for you right now. It's okay, because you have what you need inside you. Okay, I need some clarification. Dare I ask a fairy, or should I go with, no, I'm not even going to mess with it. Well, yeah, let me think. Moon in Cancer, what the hey? Let's get a fairy card just for, I don't know. Bright spark. Okay, that's the Ace of Wands. There is a bright spark. That may be all that's left right now. You think like your fire's out, but there is a spark. And if you blow on the embers, you can start the fire again. So there is a spark. It hasn't gone out. It might feel like it, but it's still there. Funny, I was thinking of Tinkerbell earlier this evening. I was thinking about Peter Pan and how much I love Peter Pan. And I saw 2 objects in the sky that I could not identify. They were moving They were bright white lights, and they were not together, but they were moving very slowly, so they were not planes. Maybe they were satellites, but they were so big. Anyway, I saw some bright sparks tonight. Okay. Animal spirit card, seahorse spirit. Watch and wait. Okay, that goes totally against, this is like a dual reading. Okay, be bold and make the first move, then watch and wait. Okay, hang on. Let's get an oracle card. I need clarification because we're being told two different things. Maybe we're just going to feel the spark, but we're not supposed to act on it. Maybe these moon cards are wrong. I don't know. I need some clarification, please. We got this last time. Go the distance. Okay, we know that. So apparently, whatever it is, it's not going to happen right this moment, even though we might feel the spark. I want one more. I need another clarification because this is just not clear to me tonight. It's a very strange reading. Okay, deep knowing. That makes more sense to me. That makes more sense to me. So, to try to sum this up, things are not the way we thought they were going to be. They're not the way we want them to be. We're not getting what we want from the people around us right now. And yet, on a very, very deep level, there is a new spark. There is going to be a union of sorts out of that spark, which will allow you to be bold and make the first move and have faith in your dreams. And ultimately, whether you know it or not, you already have everything you need inside you, but you may not have expressed it yet. But the spark is there. And I love this card. I love deep knowing. I mean, you know, so it's telling you to, that's probably why we got watch and wait from the seahorse. You know it's there, but it may not manifest right at this very moment. But it is in there, and it will manifest when it's time. So go the distance and hang on. I'll try to post it again in a couple of days. I forget what else is coming up. It's just there's so much going on in the sky. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. I hope you like my new rose quartz angel. I decided to replace my candle. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, blessings to everybody, and I'll talk to you again. Thank you. Good night.